I'm not yet dead, and welcome back to Przemasowo. Przemasowo? I think that's right. Anyway, if you saw the last episode, you'll know I was planning for this. So it is, what is today? Tuesday, the 23rd of July, and we have had the new John Deere cotton DLC land today. As luck would have it, I managed to finish the field that we were planting the other day, so we ploughed it out, cultivated it, the cotton is in, and the cotton is ready to harvest, and I managed to get the extra level of fertilisation, so it's pretty much fully fertilised. It's not pretty, I've got patches of lime to do, but I also bought, just because, as I said, I've never really done cotton, just happened to notice that this field number 4 up here also had cotton in it that was ready to harvest, so I've actually, we'll just jump back a couple in a second, there we go. I've gone old style, so I've gone old school. We've got the case IH cotton module picker, and also over there you can just see it in the very far distance, the lizard trailer for the square cotton bales. I just thought I'd do it as a bit of a comparison. Sadly there were weeds in this field, it's only half a, so that the yield isn't going to be huge, but I just thought, you know what the heck. So today is absolutely cotton day. So a quick look, what we need to do really is get the harvester going, so probably we'll do that first. So here's the harvester that we've got, quick dash in store. It's a bit of a let's play stroke sort of, you know, I used to call it mod roundup I used to do, but yeah, just a sort of, you know, DLC first look kind of thing. So we've got the John Deere CP, my eyesight's going 690. It's, if you'll notice the price, £847,000 euros or dollars, which is fascinating. And it makes 10,000 litre bales. There's a few special things. If you've watched any of the other Guide 2s, I've watched Mr. Sealy P and Dagger Wins videos on this. Yes, there's a couple of things of interest that we'll talk about. 6 metre width, 10,000 litres. I don't know what the slot count was, don't remember. We can check in a second, actually, there's a natty way to tell. But yeah, it makes round bales. That's what I'm doing. Should go in. No options, it is what it is, and I've just leased one, and it cost me 43,000 euros to lease it. Ouch, it is expensive, but it's very cool. Slightly odd shape, that's how it travels. You'll see why in a minute. People have been calling it the snail. It's a very interesting piece of equipment, as is the other one really as well, but I mean it looks pretty cool. All nice and clear ish. Actually a little bit of blur, unless it's my eyesight, but you know, all the rivets look pretty cool. It all looks very nice. John Deere colours, lots of detail in the blades in there, all sorts of things. So we'll get this out, let's get it going, get it on the field, and then we'll come back and look at the other stuff. I've leased us a John Deere tractor as well, just to complete the setup. See all the lights come on, all the screens, that's quite cool when you start it up, looks nice. I think controls are pretty similar to the case, so it's rear steer. You know, it's not a dissimilar piece of equipment really, if you think about it. You know, the front is obviously, as any harvester, it looks exactly the same. Whoa, very tight turning circle. Those rear steer, so that's similar to the John Deere, to the case. But yeah, so let's head on out to our field. I'm quite pleased with the field, it looks really good. Now it's covered in cotton. So we'll get out there, get this started, because it's going to take a while. I've only leased one, given the rather extravagant cost. It cost me an awful lot of money to buy that other field, not to mention lease a case harvester as well. So yeah, I just leased one. We'll see how we do. This isn't necessarily about finishing the job, it's more about getting it started, looking at some of the equipment. But I'm hoping we'll get at least one bale out, otherwise that'd be a bit dull. We can't play with the other toys. But while we're waiting, we can also look at some of the other equipment and all sorts. So I've got the season pass, so of course the DLC was free. I think it's only $4.99, which actually, if you're into your cotton, that's not, I don't think that's too bad. You know, if you really like your cotton but you've been doing it a lot, then you know you'd have done the case a lot by now, so it's nice to get an alternative. And it does give a few, you know, different options for picking up the bales or modules or whatever you want to call them. So it does, you know, does extend what you can do cotton-wise. So you know, I think it's $4.99 or something. It's not much, relatively, because you get quite a few pieces of equipment and a whole different style of gameplay, right? So it's not just like it's just another harvester, because it creates these big round bales. They're half the size of the square bales, stroke modules, whatever you want to call them. The beacon on. Hello, approaching traffic. I'm just going to swing around in front. Here's our lovely cotton field. Look at this, the cotton is high. So here we are. Now unfold. Bit like the case, you know, the whole thing rises up. Those black tubes that feed the cotton up come in, but then this sort of whole back section lifts up and sort of curls in on itself. It's pretty cool, actually. Kind of like that. So it's just a giant baler, really. That's all that back section is. But it's really interesting. So we'll see that in action in a minute. That's pretty cool, and that's why I think people have started to call it the snail. You can sort of see why. But yeah, so switch it on. Same width as the other one, it's 6 meters again. Right, I'm going to work on this so that I can concentrate on what I'm talking about. And then we'll eliminate it anyway. But yeah, so if we come up close, cotton goes in through the feed things, the blades cut it, strips the cotton out, which, and the same as you could with the case, goes into this thing. Oh, it's messing about. I had this problem with the other one because it doesn't like trees at the edge of the field. So I'm actually going to destroy some of my crop now, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I noticed that with the other one. I had to go, okay, so I'm going to have to start this off. That's fine. So, it doesn't like trees at the edge of the field when it's doing cotton harvest. I don't know why. But you can see it from there, so you can see the cotton going in. I'll say it's a pretty cool animation. I like just like that on the case as well. When I've done a couple of contracts that I've done with it. So I've never done my own cotton field, but I've done a couple of contracts, and you see the cotton sort of blowing in. It's quite cool. So you'll see at the bottom, currently at, what's that, 700 and something odd litres. That filling up, so that's significant. But we'll do this first strip to get past these trees. Hopefully then it will be alright. So see the cotton going in. See it filling up there at the bottom. Keep an eye on the line. Okay, so far. And actually, depending on how much we get, we might see something in a second. Right, I'll have to maneuver myself close to the TV. So we're at 50 and 60%. So bear in mind, it creates a 10,000 litre bale stroke module, whatever you want to call it. 66%. So that's going to be nearly 100% by the time we get to the end of this line. Interesting fact: if you watch the last video, fascinating that the case tractor, no, the case, sorry. Oh, brain's gone, dead. It's been a long day. The tractor, anyway, that I leased, and the Bednar cultivator stroke fertilizer, was struggling to see where I put the new field boundaries in to create one field, and we're stopping and doing half a field at a time. I'm just going to slow down so while I'm talking. But the seeder didn't, which was really weird. But anyway, never mind. So yeah, so near at the end, as predicted. Hey Donny, how's it going, my man? 96%. There we go. So have you tried this out yet? Or are you busy? Just finally get my hands on it. I watched Mr. CDP, watched Daggerwin, now I'm getting a go. So 98, 99, here we go, 100, right. Now watch that top bar, it's compressing. could see a change in here. I'm not sure you quite see that. But if you look in there, that's now empty. And I think, from hearing Mr. CDP and Daggerwin both exploring this piece of equipment, absolutely, it's really interesting. But yeah, it seems to sort of separate it up. So you get this sort of front bit here, which fills up, and then it moves it, I think, into the back section. So we've now got 25% of the cotton bale, which is really weird. But I'm assuming, and Daggerwin mentioned this one, I think he's probably right. So there's the cotton going into this sort of front section here, this front block, separate to where the bale's created. And yeah, it seems to be so that actually it can still be picking while it's creating a bale, which is pretty cool. Vehicle volume, is it really loud? Yeah, I can do, yeah, hang on. Of course. Let's try 10%. Is that better? Or is it still too loud? You tell me. So I kind of like this. It's quite cool. So there it is. Cotton's going in. 40%. Nice. Thanks, Tommy. Let me know if it's still too loud. I'll move away a little bit anyway, actually. I want to see my massive field. Not massive by your standards, I know, but you know, big enough. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be, I'm going to get quite a bit of cotton off there. So how's the other guy doing? I've got one of each running, Donny. I happen to have, I ploughed 2 fields together and planted them myself, and then happened to notice there was another one. So I thought, you know what, we'll do a side-by-side cotton harvest with 2 different machinery, 2 different pieces of machinery. Because it's the same again. If you notice it before, you can see that cotton blowing in, and every now and again it compresses it down and compacts it, but it means it's all in one space. So I guess it can't harvest and create stroke ejector bale at the same time. It's cool. No, where's the other one? There it is. Oh, has he missed a bit? Oh, that's a bit rubbish. Oh well. So that's just compacting the second lot. Oh no, it's filling up. So here we go. So we'll roughly get a row per. So I want to see what happens in here now. We've got a worker on it. I want to see what happens in this chamber. If we can see it moving from one chamber to the other. Oh, so that's interesting. So there's a screw in there, something turning around. There you go, here it goes again. 92, 93, 94, so it's basically creating a quarter of a bale at a time. Or it's harvesting a quarter of a bale at a time. Not going to get many bales off this field, sadly. So, and there you go, it's compacting it in, so it's sort of ejecting it out of that space. You can't really see it happening. That is quite cool. Anyway, we'll leave that. We'll jump back to the store, see what else we got. Here we have a John Deere. I got this one because it's the biggest John Deere I could get with a front 3-point link, and you'll see why in a minute, because I don't want to make too many trips back and forth. I just leased it just to be in keeping with the John Deere day, as it is. So there's a few other pieces of equipment you get in the pack, and we'll just quickly go in the store. So obviously we looked at the baler, the harvester already, the picker. So we're going to, obviously you've got the original Module 4 and the Module X, which are for the square bales. So we also get, and I haven't got these, there's, if you want to, there's a 3-spear frame. I can't remember what that goes on. I think that might go on a, sorry, either a wheel loader or a telehandler. It's just a basic, it's a giant bale fork, basically, right? And there's also cotton bale rollers specifically for the round bales. Relatively expensive, though I understand from Mr. CDP that the tines move in and out, which is pretty cool. What I like about this, of course, is that you could also use that with square bales. So that's a bit more multifunction than the rest of the stuff, but it's quite nice. So I haven't got those because they're, you know, they're basically just a bit like other stuff, just bigger because they're for the cotton bales, right? So we've got this. So I'm losing my voice. The cotton wheelie grab. which is quite a cool piece of kit, so I want to try that out. So I've leased one of those. Again, it's McCormack, like the spike and the rollers. I quite like that. Only 647 to lease. Cheap, cheap, cheap. So that's cool. So that goes on the 3-point link. No color options, anything, but that's an interesting piece of kit. We've got this, which is the module RB, presumably for round bale, which is just like the module 4 for the square bales. It's 1,000 extra, but does actually take 2 bales. Though actually, in fact, of course, that's only the same in terms of volume as a square bale, because the round bales are 10,000 litres, square bales are 20. So no options, but it's pretty much just like the other one, really. Looks okay. But I didn't bother getting one because, again, it's pretty similar, right? Then we've got this one, which is really cool. The McCormack Cotton Tag trailer takes 3 bales and is rather like a sort of self-loading. It's a bit more complex. I wouldn't say complex, but slightly different design, perhaps to a sort of self-loading square or round baler, standard baler. But yeah, that's quite an interesting piece of kit. It's a bit like some of the Anderson ones that we got on the Anderson DLC. Kind of like the look of that. And you've got full color configuration options, which is also nice, unlike all of the others. So you can, you know, theme it to garlic color. Yeah, let's have it in garlic. Lovely. Not. But yeah, so yes, you can theme it to your farm, and you've got choice of wheel brand, but just Trelleborg or Michelin, and it doesn't actually make any difference, but it does change the tread. I've gone with Trelleborg, quite like the Trelleborg tread. So we'll take a look at that. And then finally, you've got the module RB Semi. So again, this is just like the module X, but for the round bales, and it takes 4, which again, I suppose it's the same as the 2 that the old module X takes in terms of volume, but you know. So I've released one of those too. So I've got those here. There's no color options on the module RB, whatever that's called. The one we just saw. Geez, my memory. Module RB Semi, if you're American. But yeah, so that's that. So we might, if we get enough bales, we'll see that in action. But I quite like the little tracks on the back when it tips up. That's quite cool. See little chains and the pickup things on the back there. That's pretty cool. Like that. Can't change the colour, sadly. So this is the McCormack. I got it in, as everybody seems to be doing, but it's fair, you know, it's John Deere. It's a John Deere cotton DLC, so I've got it in John Deere colours. Just show that you can change those colours. It looks pretty nice actually, like that, and it'll go nicely with the tractor. And then we've got this, the wheelie grab, or whatever it's called, which is really cool. So let's get these on the tractor, and we'll get them over to the field. Now this, the wheelie grab, goes on a 3-point link, and it should go on both. Ideally, of course, if you're lifting a 10,000 litre bale, you'd probably use it on the back, but I've got a pretty hefty tractor. You'd want to wait on the back, I would think. But that's why I've got a big tractor, so for sake of getting it over there, I can take both at the same time. I'm afraid we've got an awful colour clash between the Semi and my truck that I bought. I've got a lease already to go with the other setup. That's a pretty cool, I like that colour theme. That looks really good. That does look good. Now we get back to our harvester. Hopefully we've got a bale ready. Not that we'll need both of these. I mean, the RB takes, that's just made it for the train. So this one takes 3, and the truck takes 4. We're not going to get 7 bales off that field. No chance. Which is a shame. I'll probably barely cover costs, to be honest, harvesting that field, but still, I'm going to argue about getting 2, but frankly, that would just have been crazy. Very expensive. But hey. So let's take a look at this one. Oops, lost it. Oh, there's the train. Lost the signpost. I quite like that, because although that's quite a big piece of equipment to have on the front of your tractor, it doesn't particularly hamper your visibility. That's kind of cool. I like that. Spin that round. Come out this way. Ooh, busy traffic. How's our harvester doing? Got a bale yet? Doesn't look like it just yet. Can't be far. Oh, he has. Yes. There's one sat on the back. So this is the interesting thing. So, just a pity we missed it. We'll catch the next one. But yeah, so there's the bale all wrapped up in this. Quite a lot of wrap. Actually, quite a thick chunk of wrap on there. But yeah, it's interesting once it's done it, and it's all nicely. Worker does it really nicely. So when it's finished, and hopefully we'll catch another one in a minute. It just ejects it, sits on this platform. Should be, I've seen others do it. When that's when the next one's ready, they'll just unload that and leave it, and you know, unload the next one. So that's pretty cool. How's our other harvester doing? Oh, he's just about to finish a bale. Awesome. We'll get two and a half bales off here, maybe. That's not bad at all. Now I'm familiar with the concept of this. Is it the flying bale or the hanging bale or whatever they called it? So we'll see if it's still doing that. Hopefully not. Nice. That's good. So yeah, we've got the module X just over by the edge of the field. Let's get the truck over in a minute, go and pick that up. Nice. How's our friend here doing? That's what we could do with then. And I'm assuming it's standard L1 triangle unload. Yep, there it goes. Beautiful. Right, the worker again, let him on his way. So, we can leave that there. Just trying to crop, that doesn't matter too much as long as I don't run over that bit that's not been harvested. Actually no. Yeah, so it sort of doesn't look like, it looks like it's been harvested, but actually I don't think it has, so I'll give that a go. Right, so let's try this then. I wonder how it'll do having this on the front. I think it's probably better on the back. I should probably have a great big weight. So let's see. Unfold, maybe? Right, okay, so right stick raises it up and down. Left stick tilts it back and forth. Not sure. Okay, so I'm going to need help. Help! Okay, so right stick and... Sorry, R1 and right stick. Can lower it down. Sort of unfolds it, but it's manual. See how this goes. Try and get it reasonably in the middle. Right, that's about as far as that's going to go. So then, right stick. R1 and right stick, sorry, should I say. L1 and lift. That's a lot of weight on the front of that tractor. Can't push it in any further. Lift it up. Can I tilt it back? Ah, that will work nicely. That's not bad at all. I mean, that's heavy. You wouldn't want to do that with anything less. I basically got this was the biggest John Deere I could get with a front 3-point, and it actually, even without a rear weight, that's coping. You know what? It's sufficient to get it off the field. Because of course, what you could do with this is you could either line them all up, so you can pick them up with the module RB semi. Or you could just put them on the side of the field and load them manually onto a trailer. But then if you're going to do that, you might as well just use this bike or one of the others to start with. Yeah, well, all sorts really. So what I'm going to do because we've got to try this out too, and we think about the orientation that we'll need it in, so probably the same orientation. So let's do this then. So I'm going to leave that just there, just because it's nicely lined up. Lower it down. Tilt it forward a little bit again. Open up. Can't remember which way it goes. There we go. Let it roll off. Lift it up. Beautiful. Hold it back down. Nice. So I'll just leave that side the field for a minute. Uh-oh, tipped. Please tell me I can still pick it up again. Nope. That's annoying. Oh well, we may not need it again anyway. I just wanted to try it, to be honest. Actually, leave the help menu on for a minute. Yeah, I just want to see what it's like. So that's cool. Right, now let's give this a go. The McCormack cotton tag. So, well, I suppose, yeah, like any other operating position, let it fold out. That's a bit cool, isn't it? Look at that. I like that. Oh yeah. Drive it up. There we go. Oh, lifts it, tilts it, turns it beautifully. I like that. Oh yeah, that's how I'm going to do my cotton bales. Put it in operating position a sec, because I haven't got another bale yet. That's really cool. Like there are wheels on the side, I suppose. Help stabilise the bales, perhaps wheel them along. That's a bit good. Nice. Turn it off, because that works like any other sort of auto pickup trailer collector. I like that. That's good. Well, while we're here, we're waiting for another bale. May as well. Sorry about the colour clash. Terrible, awful choice for it to go with a red trailer, but it's the colour I already had and I didn't release another one. It's cost me a fortune as it is. So yeah, it's pretty similar in design to the other one. It's probably pretty similar size actually as well. There's on the train. I should place that sign. Car coming, you know that. Slightly narrow these roads. How far off are we? Ooh, not far off at all. How's this one doing? Cool. It's interesting actually jumping into the two just to get there, because I'm slightly closer to this one, so if I jump... Yeah, they're similar but different actually. There are some quite stylistic differences when you look at them directly, but it's a cool piece of kit this, I really like it. And that's just good timing, so we only need to wait for him to finish this, her, to do enough to finish off this bale, and then we'll see it unload. We'll see the unload, because we haven't really seen that yet. I'll be honest and said I hadn't really thought about what else we could do this episode, but it's not said we can't do other things this episode. It was, you know, it was more around trying this stuff out, to be honest. And doing a whole load of cotton in. What's the cotton price like? Ooh, not bad. 2,318. That doesn't sound too bad. I'm no expert on cotton price, but that doesn't seem unreasonable. Okay. I'll do a little bit myself. See how this rolls. Apart from the outside, I seem to have to do it slightly more efficiently with less overlap. Here we go, 81. Oops, he says missing a whole section. So currently in the sort of the bale area, I guess, I suppose you'd describe that, we've got, what, 77, so we've got 77% of the bale, 94, 95 in the other section, so that's nearly full. 99. Here we go, compacting. And it's instantly fed over, wrapped and unloaded. There you go. Baling can carry on. And because I'm driving, I'm going to load it straight away. Very nice. So that's 2 bales. How much am I going to get off here then? Ooh, 6 maybe? Maybe 6 bales, 60,000 litres. A couple of patches I need to go back and finish off. Right, let's leave a worker to that. What's this dude doing? Not bad. It's not as good. Like, it's only one level of fertilisation. It's got weeds in it, so it's never going to be as great. But I've got another field out of it. It's not too bad. Oh, I know what we could do. I know what I was going to do next, actually. So I also did, while I had the while I had the bed knot, was I finished getting the straw. I didn't get all of it off in the end, but I did most of it off 21, and then used the bed knot to cultivate it. So it's now cultivated and got first level fertilisation. So that is now ready. What I was planning on doing with that is actually some sugarcane. So we could actually start planting the old sugarcane as well. So what we'll do, I think I am tempted to, because I quite like this, but you know, I really like that. Let's try it on the rear 3 points. So I'm going to unload this trailer right here. Let's see how the unload looks. I'm assuming like any of the other sort of auto load trailers. So L1 and triangle. Right, so that's unfolding, so that's pretty normal. Belt off, belt rolls, gets it ready, unload. Yep, there it goes. Just like the others. That's pretty standard. Like weird tilt. There we go. Back to normal operating position, or normal transport position, should I say. Right, so let's move that out of the way. And let's go get... Oh, and I've forgotten the name of it again already. Oh, mind you, it fell over, didn't it? Maybe if I either do it with 3-point links, or I'll go get another tractor or use the truck and give it a nudge just to roll it back up again. There we go, so the wheelie grab, right on the rear link, luckily. It does look slightly more comfortable, has to be said. So let's go get that other bale. I can't remember the controls this time. Both valves to go past so I don't get in the way. So lower it down. L1 circle, R1 and right stick to the right to open it up, which actually from this angle makes perfect sense. Reverse in. What you really want is a big Voltra with a front weight, and then actually all you have to do is swivel the seat round. That would be ideal. But today's John Deere day, so John Deere it is. Yeah, you could do that. That worked really well actually. So R1 right stick left to hold that in place. L1 circle, lift it up. Whoa. Kind of do with a front weight, even having it on the back. I don't think it's necessarily more stable one way or the other particularly. But it's stable enough to get it off the field, that's all we want. It's definitely a large tractor thing though, we wouldn't want to put this on a smaller tractor. Right, so let's see then. Kind of thinking could do with bring it this side so we've got a bit more space. L1 circle down, R1 right stick, open out, drive forward. Oh, beautiful. L1 circle up, right stick R1, left. Spot on. I like that. That's genius. Awesome. What a great piece of kit. So now we have two bales. Hang on. No, I'm on. Actually, no, I'm not on easy. I'm on normal. Okay, so far we've made 23,000 worth of cotton. That's not bad. It's not yet paid for the harvester, but let's not go there. I don't know why I'm on ×5 actually on this map. There's absolutely no advantage at all to it. I've not got animals running. I'm not going to generate more stuff. If I had crops growing, it'd be fine, but I haven't got crops growing, so again, no point at all. Right, so I'll tell you what, I actually don't know how to use this. So I'm going to guess L1X, unfold, no, L1 square, yes. It's a low position. What's that thing at the back? There is tracks. Are we like that? I'm assuming the other one's the same, but I've just never noticed before. That's cool. Reverse up. I suppose, yeah. Whoa, that was weird. Wow, that went out there pretty quick. Whoa. Also. Nice, 2 round bales. 50% full. Awesome. How's our harvester getting on? Ah, 50% full again. Hey, this isn't going too badly. How's our other harvester doing? Still at 55% on the second bale. Actually, be curious to see when he turns around and gets back up to full speed. I wonder what the operating speed of these is like if they're both the same. Because if so, then actually there's no relative merit in one or the other, depending on just whether you want to use large square bales or smaller round ones. So he's doing 10 kilometers an hour. As is that one. Operating speed is exactly the same. The John Deere's got 2 km/h higher road speed, but so yeah, it's just personal preference. What you want to do, bit of variety. It's good. You could even have both running on the same field at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. A mix of round and square bales. Of course, you'd need all the kit to do it then, but nice. I like it. Okay. Well, we could just leave those running for a bit. the price again was what? And that's just at the spinnery. That's the only place we can sell cotton. Yep. Where is the spinnery on here? I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to look. I'm not going to flag it. Let's see. Spinnery, train station, sawmill, Rosario West grain mill, biogas plant, pork grain elevator, spinnery. Down here. Oh, not far away then actually. And yes, there are some sections that I've missed. Look. So we've got a little bit more we can do. That's fine. And again, as with the cedar planter rather, no apparent issues of field boundary. Very strange. There we go. Blowing that all out into the main bale area. And so we start again. That's another 1¾ done. Cool. Nice. Well, while we're here then, and I did say what I wanted to do next. So I have used previously, admittedly in 17, I think I used the single row billet planter, which is kind of nuts. So we've got the driveless and the 2-row billet planter. Oh, so the driveless is still a meter, so it has a little advantage over this one, but for the fact they both take fertilizer, that's quite cool. Yeah, but for the fact it's got a much bigger capacity. The 2 rows relatively quite expensive, and actually has a smaller capacity. I've only used that one before, so I'm going to use this one. So let's see. Least cost 2,244. Power need 200 horsepower. Lease it. Okay. We're also then going to need, might just for the sake of it get one of these eventually. Definitely get a Randon. Randon's awesome. It's funny because I should came around doing cotton. Just so actually that was what I wanted to do. 200 horsepower. Oh yes, the Schluter. Oh, and of course I've got the stair. Yeah. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll use the Schluter then. Perfect. Now, how do we get... Oh, sugarcane. Well, they're 2,000 a piece. Plus also then, do we have silo capacity? So if I've got some left over, can I put it in a silo? Yes, I can. Okay, good. Good to know. Would expect so, because I've used an Alien Gym silo. So, but yeah, no, that's good. So yes, what are we doing? Ooh, we've got another bale ready. Awesome. You know what? We're going to get, so that's 3. We're going to get more than 6 bales, but we'll get a full final bale. Maybe, maybe not. That's not bad at all. That's what I was doing. Sorry. Capacity 12,000. One, 2, 3, 4. Don't know if that 12,000 is including fertilizer, of course. So let's go with just that for now. How's another one doing? Oh, he's nearly full, so he's nearly created his second bale. I tell you what, once we've got second bale off this field, I'll bring the truck up. We only get 2 in the Module X, or I'll bring the truck up. We'll fill it up and we'll go sell them, because that'll be immediately 80,000. Wow, that's really good actually. How much was it to lease that harvester? 24 grand. Okay, well, that's not bad. Of course I spent a fortune on the field, but it's also, you know, it's not full productivity. It's not bad at all. Nice. Okay, right, tractor. Probably slightly wrong that I'm doing this while I'm supposed to be doing cotton, but you know what? Just, you know, I'm waiting for another bale or two to be created. I'll go pick those up, we can sell some. I'm only going to do an hour or so today. It's a school night after all, so I'll work in the morning, a few bits to do. House to myself. It's okay, bit of peace and quiet does allow me to do this during the week, which I wouldn't do normally, and it's quite lucky that it's today. But it does mean I've got to go tidy up and do a few things as well. So life carries on outside farming, which is shocking, frankly. It just shouldn't be allowed. Virtual farming is where it's at. Everybody knows that. But yeah, sadly, I have to go do other things too. It's fun with this tractor. But I just thought, while we've got a minute, we'll come fill this up, take it over to the field 21, and because it fertilises as well, that field will be done, planted, finished. Just wait for it to grow, because sugarcane takes a while. While I'm here, I may as well fill it up with fertiliser rather than taking it back to the farm in the silo. Sugarcane fitting nicely. It's got a good capacity. It's huge. Wow. One, not close enough to the next. How does it feel? It's alright actually. Oh, that's interesting. It's articulated there instead of at the connection to the tractor. Wow. I have to say, given the awful turning circle of this tractor, the combination of the two is pretty dire, but still. So this is looking at, this is going to be 10,000-ish, I think. Get close enough? No chance. So I'm assuming that 12,100 litres is total capacity. There we go. I do like the way that these empty like that. It's quite cool. Fine, it'll take one more. May as well. Sugarcane done. It's nice about sugarcane actually is whatever's left you can just put in a silo because it's just the same stuff regardless. So big bags. How much fertilizer do we need then? Less than 2,000. So 2,000 litres should do it. That's only 1,000. Oh, why have I not got... Oh, because it's pallet. Because I should have fertiliser pallets. Right? Yeah. Just get one of those, just for the heck of it. I know it's a stupidly expensive way to buy fertiliser, but they're fun. Right. See what we get close to. Neither. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So actually I probably could have done that at the silo, but it's fine. I'm here. There you go, fertiliser. That's very cool. Sadly didn't take all of it, but that's okay. Terrible turning circle this tractor. I do like it, but my goodness me. Awful turning circle. So if we can just get close enough to do that. There we go. Hopefully that'll be enough. It's been so long since I've done sugarcane, I have no concept as to how much we actually need. Can't believe we couldn't make that. I'm going to get all sorts of stuck. But it's fine. Can you believe I couldn't even make it past that pallet? Anyway, we are on the way. There those are. We'll stop off on the way, check our harvester. Get this guy going, then we can just leave him to it. Just might as well have him running. Get on a worker, see what he does. There might be bits I'll have to come back and do separately. That's fine. Oops. That was always going to be a slightly tricky thing to do with this piece of equipment. It's rather heavy, slightly unwieldy. Unwieldy, yeah. Train. Choo-choo. Right, I'm just going to park here a minute. Where's our harvester? Can't even see it. There it is. And it's got one already sat on the back. That's fine. I'm assuming he's already emptied another one, is he? No, not quite, but he's about to. Cool. Well, let's go get, if I can find him. Oh, that'll do. Let's get our sugarcane being planted. I'm just going to reverse straight out into the road because, you know, why not? Whoa, that didn't work very well. Quick, there's something coming. Head on collision with it. Not funny. Cement truck. Oh, and of course I can't get round because of the turning circle of this tractor, which actually isn't even enough to compensate for the turn of the planter. Won't even straighten out. Ugh, whatever. There we go. We're over the tracks. Gonna annoy someone else now, but hey, that's what we do. Good. Yeah, so I think this is going to struggle somewhat. We'll see how Mr. Worker does with planting. Probably going to miss bits, but actually, you know what? The kind of yield you get off one of these, it's not that big a deal. I can always come back and tidy up. So, plus I kind of want to see the animation. So I'm assuming we somehow lower. Yep, that tilts that to tip the sugarcane in. Fold it, lower it, switch it on. And there we go. And down it goes. Leave a worker on it. See how it gets on. Beautiful. Now then, burn rate of both sugarcane and fertiliser doesn't look too bad. But I think we are going to need to restock the sugarcane. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. back to our harvesters. Sorry for cycling through so much. Right, there we go. So we've got 2 bales off this field already. This dude has got one on the back and is what, 80+%, 85% plus, nearly ready. So jump, find our Tatra Phoenix. I'm very naughty, going to sprint across the field to get. I don't cut that bit because there is, I think there's crop still in there. Let's whiz down the road to the other harvester, and there's a couple of bales ready for us to pick up. I can't remember where the field is. I think it's left here. Yep, it is. Oh yeah, so it is just the same, it still had those tracks. Funny, I'd never noticed that before. I suppose I haven't really used it before. I've watched others using it though. Didn't really notice that sort of track assembly at the back. One in. So I might get one more off here. May not be a whole one though. There it goes. That's pretty cool. Right, we need to go back the other way. Field needs ploughing anyway, so it won't do any harm. Again, spinnery. So if I come straight down the road, oh, that's the train track. Straight down the road, turn left, follow it down past field 25. Looks about right. Cool. Okay. We'll just have time to go over and visit our other harvester that should have dropped 2 more bales by now, and we'll have another full load. Excellent. Is it left here or keep going here? No, it's keep going here, isn't it? Straight over. Uh-oh, not today. Yes, quick. It's gonna be a complete pain and pull straight out. Oh, I hate the traffic on this map. Oh, it's definitely a call the police situation in. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. Magic. The police around here are so efficient. I was about to say actually, so yeah, I'm going to finish that. I'm going to sell these 2 square bales. We'll go back, we'll fill up the other module semi. Where am I going? We go straight down, right? Is that another cotton field? Ooh, could buy another cotton field. Go crazy. I forgot something. Yeah. So we'll sell these. We'll pop up. See, we should have another 2 bales, which will fill up, say, the round bale module trailer, which would be cool. We'll sell those as well. I think we'll call it. I said I was only going to do about an hour, so we'll call it then. End of. But I was going to say, I'm assuming this is the sell point, though it's not obvious, right? We are at the spinnery, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what the sell points look like on this map. So we'll risk it. Done. 92,000, very nice. That was muchly needed, given the amount of expenditure I've had over the last couple of episodes. Leasing, buying new fields, etc, etc. Lots. That's good. Very pleasing. First proper cotton. Like it. Yeah, so I was going to say, so pretty much done for this evening. What I was going to mention, I'm planning on over the next week or so, while I've got a little bit more time to myself, I'm going to do a little bit more on my other channel, which has been somewhat neglected. So if you've not checked that out yet, if you are of a certain age, old enough to watch more grown-up games, sort of, you know, action type stuff, then feel free to check it out. It's just called Still Not Yet Dead. It's not complicated to find. Still working on graphics and stuff like that. Yeah, so at the moment it's only a couple of videos up on there, both of a VR action game called Blood and Truth. So my plan is actually to finish that off, hopefully, and then what I was going to do next, because I've thought about playing it, is Uncharted 4. It's an old game, but a brilliant game. I absolutely love it. I must have played it through at least twice now, and I felt like playing it again, so I thought I'd put it up on the channel so people like it. I want to play it anyway, so you know. So hopefully, whether I'll finish Blood and Truth before I start doing Uncharted, or I'll just mix it up, mix and match. But yeah, keep an eye out if you want to check that out. That'd be awesome. I'll stream it as well, probably. So you know, yeah, do check that out if you're interested. So again, R1 right stick, extend it out. I'm actually loving this. It's really good. Lift it up. I really like this little easy grab. It's cool. So that's 4. 5 is actually not far off. So we're going to get, I think we might even get 8 bales off this field. Right, so let's stop the work a sec. Just going to unload this bale so I can come and grab it. Nice. There we go. Last one to be picked up off the field. It's a nice, I like that. It's a nice, just feels really accurate. It's really easy to do what you need to do, right? You know, those bales are exactly where I wanted them to be. They've stayed exactly where I want them to be. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's not quite right. There we go, just about. And it's full. Well, there sure is money in cotton. I should be doing a bit more cotton. I'll leave for a while now. Maybe I will buy that other cotton field while I've got all the equipment. Make the most of it. I need to expand, get more fields. I really need the grass field actually, we should do that. Start getting some animals in too next. Wow, I've got a mountain up there, that's pretty cool. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Time to unload. L1 triangle, as usual. See this working? That animation's pretty cool. Should be roughly about another 90 grand unless the price has dropped since. It is indeed 92,000. Lovely. Well, I'd say that's a good hour's work. 180 grand. Of course, I dread to think what it cost me in equipment. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we leased a bit of equipment. But it's been fun. Hey, we're not done yet either, so you know. run this back up. Should probably put the traffic back on now. Let the police know. Park this here, and let's see how our two pickers are doing. Oh, nice. So one more bale created already. First quarter just about to transfer over to the baler. Yeah, so we're not going to quite get another full bale out of this field. I didn't think so. Which is not surprising, given the the state of the field. All those weeds in there. Not surprising at all. But there you go. A little hour's use and introduction to the new. Well, the John Deere harvester and the associated McCormack and Lizard equipment for handling the round cotton bales, cotton modules, and that's about it from me. So yeah, well, I might finish this field off screen. I might leave it running for the next episode. We'll see. He's missed a little bit. Not sure what he's doing. Got a few other little bits to tidy up over there. I'll certainly do those myself. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Maybe found it a little bit useful. Either way, I'd planned to do cotton on this map, and just coincidentally the pack happened to come out today, so it was perfect timing, kismet if you like, if you call it that. But that's it. The new John Deere cotton picker. And some pretty cool other equipment to go with it. All kinds of fun. But yeah, try it out if you feel so inclined. Hope you enjoy it. And actually, just out of interest, scroll through all the vehicles. Yeah, gonna need to fill that a couple of times, aren't we? Oh my goodness me. Okay. And how bad a job is the worker making of that? Oh no, wrong way. Sorry. Here he is. Actually he's not missing too much, just patches here and there, so that could be worse. But yeah, it's got an awful turning circle, that thing, isn't it, like that? But it's going. Good. Anyway, let's get back to the main event. If I can find it. He seems to think he's finished. Which is a bit weird. This isn't the main event, but you know what, we're here. There we go. Is it the tree? Did the tree mess him up? No, seems fine. That's weird. Oh well, leave him running. Anyway, as I said, back to the main event, which is about to be 50% up to the next bale. So that would be now what? This will be the 6th bale. We just sold 4. There's got to be at least one more in there, right? Got to be at least. How many rows? Yeah, at least one more bale. So aren't we going to about 7 bales? Cool. There you go. So I say, well, got distracted again. I hope you've found this interesting, helpful, some way. You know, if you get it, I hope you enjoy it. It's kind of fun. If you like cotton, it's a bit different. For someone who's new to cotton, it's been kind of fun trying out both. Obviously voting on this one because that's what people want to see. But you know, the new stuff. But yeah, and yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, likes and subscriptions very much appreciated, as I always say, and I'll see you on the next one, done a couple of episodes on Przemasowo now, so maybe we'll be doing a little washu. We'll certainly be hopefully doing some Peterful at the weekend. I'm hoping to try and do a multiplayer stream over the weekend as well, maybe with a friend or two, depending on who's available. And yeah, I say if you feel like it, if you think it's interesting, try out Still Not Yet Dead as well. Might be doing a couple of streams on that hopefully before the weekend or over the weekend or something. I'll be doing a mix of either Blood and Truth or Uncharted 4. So yeah, again, if either of those appeal, check them out. That'd be great. And otherwise, I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.